So the Timberwolves made the big move for Rudy Gobert this past summer, and I don't remember my exact opinions on it at the time, but looking back, man, that was such a 2K ass trade, bro. Like I play a lot of my league, and that seemed like the type of thing that I would do, man. Like in theory, it sounds like a good idea. Karl Anthony Towns he's bad at defense but great on offense. Rudy Gobert isn't that good on offense but great at defense. Just put them together, like that's a perfect pairing. In idea it makes sense, but in actuality, you get this type of product, man. And I think the Timberwolves are kind of royally screwed, man. A part of the reason why this team is so bad is because they have D'Angelo Russell. And I don't really think that D'Angelo Russell's just ass or he plateaued. He's just like this bad NBA player. I feel like that he's the problem. The main problem is that he's a shooting guard. I feel like a lot of these guys like D'Angelo Russell and Jamal Murray, they're actually shooting guards, but because they're so good, well, not even because they're so good, but because they need the ball in their hands to score, they end up being points. And the problem with that is that Anthony Edwards is a shooting guard. So I feel like they're both shooting guards, and especially because D'Angelo Russell is not good on defense, they're really going to struggle as a team. And it's going to be hard to trade D'Angelo Russell because what even is his trade value at this point? I feel like Anthony Edwards and Karl Anthony Towns play off each other perfectly because Karl Anthony Towns is soft. Like, he just likes taking jump shots. He likes the finesse shit. And Anthony, he likes driving at people, getting into people's, chests and all that, and dunking it on top of people. So that's like the perfect way to play off of each other. D'Angelo Russell, he just needs the ball in his hands way too much. He needs to, have his little ISOs. He was like one of the best ISO players in the league a couple of years ago, but he just can't just work on his team. Those two guys should be getting majority of the shots. And having Rudy Gobert out there, clogging up the paint, limiting what Anthony Edwards could do is limiting his growth. So when you limit Anthony Edwards' growth, I think eventually he will be the best player on this team over Cat. And he's even averaging more points than Cat this year. So I think that's pretty telling. This team is going to be royally screwed, man, because I could just sit here and say, okay, it's just time to trade Cat, trade Rudy Gobert, trade everybody else, just leave Anthony Edwards. But all you're doing by doing that is saying, hey, Anthony Edwards, you have this is your third season. We're going to give you an extension, I think, this year. Please, after 2-3 years into your extension, please leave. Because all this dysfunction and all this, giving up on the team in 1 year, just can't work. You got to see this through. And seeing this through is barely making the play-in again. And doing all that type of stuff. They just shouldn't have made this move. It was a very panicky move. What they really shouldn't have done is trade Andrew Wiggins for D'Angelo Russell. You should have just, tried to keep Andrew Wiggins, because Andrew Wiggins would have been perfect on this team. A guy who plays good defense, more of a catch and shoot type of player, so Anthony Edwards can have the ball in his hands more. Keeping a guy like I think they have Ricky Rubio before Wiggins left. Just a pass for his point guard next to Ant. Because Ant needs the ball in his hands. He's a scorer. The guy should be scoring 25 points per game by now, but he can't do it because D'Angelo Russell has the ball in his hands too much. Plus, Rudy Gobert is over here clocking the paint. So, Rudy Gobert is going to be hard to trade for him because he has a massive contract. And you simply just traded too much to trade him again, especially for a lower value, especially after 1 year. You need Anthony Edwards to stay happy with your franchise so that in a couple of years he doesn't request a trade, just like, everybody else. Not everybody else, but, most of the guys who request a trade after, like a guy like Anthony Davis. But yeah, man, Timberwolves very dysfunctional. Can this turn the season around? I have no idea. If you're going to trade D'Angelo Russell, I don't even know what you're even getting out. I don't even know what's the point of trading him. I feel like it's just better to just let him walk and then restructure the team from there. Because, man, I don't know, man. The value that you're going to get back from him after trading Andrew Wiggins and the 7th overall pick, I don't even want to know what it is, bro. But, yeah, man, Timberwolves, they low-key kind of screwed. Low-key kind of screwed. I ain't going to lie to you. But thank you for watching, though. Later.